y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shanika E, and today I am going to be doing some thrift flips for you guys. I was in the mood and excited about finding some vintage vessels this week while thrifting, but I was not able to find exactly what I was looking for, so I decided to create what I'm looking for, and that is what you're going to see today. So the vessels that you see behind me today, these were created by myself using a lot of inspiration that I found here on YouTube. So if you want to see how I created these looks, please keep on watching. Also, if you have not already, please subscribe down below. Thank you for all of you who have already subscribed, and I truly enjoy reading all of you guys' comments and suggestions. They just really make my day. Anyway, let's get right into the video. So the first DIY that I'm going to show you guys is going to be this textured wall art. Now, this is one of the DIYs that I have been seeing floating around YouTube and different social media platforms, so I decided to create it. I picked up the canvas from Goodwill for $6.99. So what you're going to need to complete this project is going to be spackle, some type of spackling knife, and the color options of your choice. I am using this color shot. I picked these up from Home Depot, and I believe they're about $3 each. The first thing you're going to need to do is begin to spread your spackle over the canvas. I recommend using a very light hand while spreading your spackle because it's going to give you more texture. And if you like this look, you're into it because of the texture. So make sure to keep a light hand. After I put the spackle over the entire canvas, I went ahead and painted it a pure white color. Then I am dipping my spackle knife directly into the colors of my choice. Now, I am doing this with a very light hand because I do not want a very strong color payoff. I want my colors to be very muted and sheer, if that makes sense. It is important to continue to mix the colors on your knife. Do not use a paintbrush or you'll get a completely different look. After completing the canvas art, I let it dry and then I decided to frame it out by using this flat black paint by Color Shot. I am taking it all the way around the perimeter of the canvas and then slightly taking it over the top of the canvas as well, so it will give me that just barely there framed look. I absolutely love the way that this wall art turned out. In my opinion, it is right up there with those beautiful yet extremely expensive RH wall art pieces. So if you want to get this look, go ahead and slow these clips down, watch them back, and let me know how it turns out. Once again, I was able to pick up this frame from the Goodwill for $6.99. For my second DIY, I decided to create some aged, vintage African vessels. So I picked up these vessels from Facebook Marketplace. The set of 3 cost me $10. Yes, $10. I was shook. Anyways, I got them home and I realized that I wanted to create this, just this really old, aged vessel. To me, it had very African inspired curves and the little hoops that you see on there. So I wanted to look like I went on a safari in Africa or some type of mission trip, and I pulled these vessels right out of, a nearby well. So that is my inspiration for these vessels. I started out by stippling on a little bit of this Rust-Oleum flat black paint. I did not want to spray paint these because I wanted to be able to control how much product I was actually using. So I opted to paint them. After I painted them and let them dry, I'm so sorry guys, I lost the clip. But what I ended up doing was taking a little cocoa powder on my hands, the spray bottle that you see to the left. I sprayed my hands and then I dipped my hand into the cocoa powder and then just kind of, very unprofessionally slapped it on there. And this is the look that I came up with. And after I let them dry down a little bit, you see me going in here with a dry paintbrush and just kind of brushing away some of the loose cocoa powder that was left behind. I got this idea from Liz here on YouTube. She does a lot of DIYs and thrifting. She's absolutely amazing. I will link her channel down below. Anywho, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. For the third DIY, I decided to do yet another aged vessel. This one was a little bit larger and I absolutely love the shape of it. I picked it up from Facebook Marketplace for only $5. The first thing I did was spray paint this with a flat gray color by Rust-Oleum. And because it was a very flat colored vessel, I decided to add a little texture, and I did that by using the Rust-Oleum Stone spray paint. I did one coat of that just to give it a little bit more of a weathered look. After I was done, I didn't like that it was so plain and flat. So I got that same black Rust-Oleum paint and I began stippling it on to the vessel. I also used a little bit of that gray color shot from Home Depot so that the black wasn't so in your face. So what I would do is I would stipple it on, mix in a little bit of that gray, and then immediately go in with the paper towel and kind of tap the color into the vessel. I decided to go ahead and style this vessel with a little bit of pampas grass and a beaded garland. You can also style this with some olive branches or any stem of your choice. The fourth and final DIY is a concrete table. Now, I got my inspiration for this table from DIY with KB here on YouTube. So what you're going to need are 3 IKEA lac tables. I already had one lac table laying around the house and I went and purchased 2 more. You're going to assemble them per their instructions, and then you are going to use one of the top of the lac tables and you're going to nail that into the base of the table. Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and flip that table over. I will go ahead and tell you, you will need at least a 3-inch nail to adhere the top to the legs of the lac table. The next thing you're going to need is a bag of concrete, and I was actually able to pick up a bag of concrete from Facebook Marketplace. The seller had them on there for $8 for a 50-pound bag. Yes, couldn't believe it. I was like, let me go get this now. Anyways, the this DIY is not as simple as it looks. I'm going to be very transparent with you guys. The concrete is very difficult to work with, and if you are like a type A person and you want all of your surfaces to be nice and smooth, you're going to have a whole headache while doing this. So I eventually just decided, okay, Shanika, just let go. The more texture, the better. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that is how I was able to get through this DIY. All right, guys, that's it. That completes my 4 DIYs that I did this week. Please let me know in the comments down below which one was your favorite. All right, guys, see you all in the next one.